In today's video, we are going to journey back in time to the ancient Maya. Join me as we learn about the daily life, religion, kings, and culture of this fascinating Mesoamerican civilization. The sun rises over the dense Mayan jungle, and the first rays of light filter down through the towering ceiba trees, which reach up to the sky, forming natural arches. Beneath these trees, a misty fog lingers, hiding the ruins of an ancient world. You hear the distant calls of howler monkeys and the buzzing of insects as you push through the foliage, entering a clearing. And there it is, the Great Pyramid of Tikal rising above the treetops like a natural hill. And around it, other pyramids and temples stand in various states of decay, each holding secrets of a long-lost civilization. As you make your way deeper into the site, you begin to see signs of life. A few locals are making their way up the steep pyramid steps, while others tend small fires. Perhaps cooking breakfast or brewing a strong cup of chicha, the traditional Mesoamerican corn beer. Children play among the crumbling walls, their laughter echoing through the silent temples. You come across a group of women sitting on low stools, patiently grinding maize, the staff of life for the ancient Maya. They work slowly, steadily, their rhythmic movements hypnotic as they transform hard kernels into a fine meal that will form the base of tortillas, tamales, and other foods. Their fingers move quickly, deftly dodging the sharp stones that sometimes lurk within the tough outer shell of the ears. The sound of their rhythmic work is soon replaced by the murmur of voices and the gentle strumming of a wooden guitar. You spot a group of men gathered around a fire, sharing stories and jokes as they slowly roast a wild animal caught in the morning hunt. Its fur is tossed aside, revealing lean, tasty meat that will sustain them through the day. But all good things must come to an end, and soon it's time to part ways. With the hunters, you continue your journey, following a network of ancient roads that once connected great cities and trading hubs across the Maya lowlands. These roads were not just for walking, but also for the occasional horse rider or even war chariots. After a long trek, you arrive at another clearing, and there before you lies the magnificent city of Palenque. Great stone pyramids adorned with intricate carvings pierce the sky. Statues of past rulers stand guard, their gazes fixed on the horizon. The air hums with activity as merchants from faraway lands arrive, bringing exotic goods to trade. In the bustling marketplace, you see merchants from other cultures. Some riding on horseback, others on foot, all eager to buy and sell their wares. The Maya, with their distinctive clothing and language, seem to be the center of this bustling trade network. But they are not the only ones here. The air buzzes with Spanish and African languages as well, hinting at a world where different cultures converge. As you weave through the crowd, you see a merchant proudly displaying his wares. Colorful textiles with intricate designs and patterns that have been hand-woven by skilled artisans. Nearby, a merchant shows off his collection of jade ornaments so precious they were once called the jewel of the gods. You pause to admire the craftsmanship, each piece a tiny masterpiece. You can almost feel the hands of the artisan as they shaped the hard stone into something beautiful and timeless. The sight of a young girl dressed in traditional Maya clothing, carrying a small puppy, brings a smile to your face. Her dark eyes sparkle with joy as the puppy playfully yips and jumps around her feet. It's a simple moment, yet one that captures the spirit of life in the ancient city. And then you hear the roar of the crowd. Following the noise, you find yourself at the edge of a large plaza, where people are gathered around a raised platform. On the far side of the plaza stands a large temple with a steep staircase leading up to its summit. At the top, you see a tall structure with a flat roof, a throne of sorts. From where you stand, you can just make out a figure standing on the throne. It's a man dressed in white, adorned with elaborate decorations. His head is covered with a distinctive headdress made of feathers. He raises his arms, and the crowd responds with a loud cheer. Ceremony has begun. As the ceremony continues, you notice two priests flanking the ruler. They too wear feathered headdresses, but theirs are more elaborate, almost like wings. One priest holds a staff decorated with brightly colored feathers, while the other carries a large incense burner filled with copal, a fragrant resin used for purification rituals. Every so often, the ruler takes a small stick and dips it into a clay pot filled with a red liquid. Then he draws a line across his forehead and chest. The crowd watches intently, their faces a mixture of awe and reverence. When the ceremony ends, the crowd disperses, leaving you with a sense of mystery and intrigue. What did this ritual mean? What powers did the priests wield? And who was the man on the throne? You decide to explore further, venturing into the heart of the city where the grand palace awaits. As you pass through the entrance, you enter a courtyard adorned with ancient hieroglyphics that tell stories of past rulers and their achievements. You marvel at the artistry, each glyph a brushstroke in the grand tapestry of history. Inside the palace, you find a room filled with statues of past rulers, each one unique. Each one a testament to the greatness of the Maya civilization. Among them, you notice a statue of a powerful king, Pakal the Great, whose reign is said to have ushered in an era of peace and prosperity. You stand before his imposing figure, feeling the weight of centuries as you imagine him striding through the ancient halls of power. But the Maya world was not just about power and politics. It was also a place where art and science flourished. You discover a room filled with intricately carved limestone panels, each depicting scenes from the creation myths and daily life of the Maya. Nearby, you find a group of astronomers gathered around a large stone slab marked with intricate patterns. They point to a bright star shining through an opening in the roof, explaining how its position helped them track the passage of time. The Maya had a deep understanding of the cosmos, and they used their knowledge to develop the long count calendar, a sophisticated system for keeping track of days, months, and years. You leave the palace and find yourself in the heart of the city again. This time you find yourself at the base of the Temple of the Inscriptions. It's here that the great King Pakal was laid to rest, his tomb hidden beneath the temple floor. The discovery of his tomb in the 1950s was a sensation, revealing treasures that had remained hidden for centuries. As the day wears on, you notice that the plaza has come to life. Musicians have set up their instruments, their music filling the air with lively tunes. Dancers dressed in colorful costumes leap and twirl, their movements echoing ancient rituals. The plaza bustles with activity as merchants return, offering their wares to the crowds. The scent of food fills the air as families gather to enjoy a meal together. The energy is infectious, and you find yourself swept up in the joyous atmosphere. But all good things must come to an end, and soon it's time to say goodbye. As you leave the city, you feel a pang of sadness. You've fallen in love with this place, with its ancient ruins and its vibrant people. But you know that the Maya story doesn't end here. The Maya people are still around today, their culture and traditions kept alive through generations. You can see their descendants in the villages nearby, their daily lives a living testament to the continuity of their heritage. As you make your way back to the modern world, you can't help but feel a sense of wonder. The ancient Maya may be gone, but their legacy lives on. You carry with you the echoes of their laughter, the rhythm of their drums, and the whispers of their ancient tongue. The jungle may have reclaimed many of their cities, but their spirit endures. As eternal as the pyramids they built, and as mysterious as the gods they worshipped, I hope you enjoyed our journey through the ancient world of the Maya. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting adventures. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.